Lei Hong Ma, that's how's it going in Cantonese. Welcome to Young Man Cooking, I'm Wil Yeung. This recipe is easy to make, really delicious, and really weeknight friendly because it only takes about 30-ish minutes to put together from start to finish. Before we get started, of course, if you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below. Let's begin. Preheat the oven to 400. 400 ml canned chickpeas. You can save the liquid or aquafaba to make a thick mayonnaise like in the previous episode. Rinse and drain the chickpeas and place into a mixing bowl. 1 teaspoon sweet paprika. Pinch of salt. Fresh cracked pepper to taste. About a teaspoon of avocado oil. Toss to coat. Spread the chickpeas out onto a baking tray lined with parchment paper. Bake in the oven for about 15 to 18 minutes. One onion finely diced. Feel free to sub this out for 2 shallots or a red onion if that's what you have on hand. A small piece of galangal finely diced. Galangal is a root and you should be able to find at Asian grocery stores either refrigerated or frozen. The galangal looks like ginger, but I would say it has more of the properties of almost like a water chestnut, as it has a cooling effect rather than ginger, which is a spicy one. 4 pieces of garlic finely diced. The garlic will melt into this savory sauce and will be incredibly delicious. Carefully use the butt of the knife to bash the stalk of the lemongrass. This will open up and aerate those amazing citrusy notes. I think lemongrass is a little underappreciated. This smells so good. Carefully and finely chop the lemongrass. The lemongrass seems quite tough, but once it cooks in the sauce, it will become tender. Sauté pan. Medium-high heat. 2 tablespoons peanuts. About 3 tablespoons of dried shredded coconut. Stir the pan around and toast for 3 to 5 minutes. When it becomes golden brown, set it aside. There's no need to clean out the pan as the pan will be glistening with that coconut and peanut flavor. 2 tablespoons chili oil. This is a chili oil made in a previous episode. It will just add that touch of smoky spiciness. Really delicious, really easy to make, and I'll leave a link in the description box below for you to check this out. Make this really easily at home. Onions and galangal. Saute for 4 to 5 minutes. You can begin making the rice in the meantime. In this episode, I'm cooking 1 cup of basmati rice. Rinse and drain 2 to 3 times to get rid of the excess starch. This recipe is great for 2 to 3 portions. 1 cup water. Heat up the rice on medium-high heat. Add the garlic to the onions. Give the pan a stir. 2 tablespoons brown sugar. Half teaspoon cayenne pepper. Saute for about a minute. Add in the 400 ml can coconut cream. Turn up the heat and bring to a boil. When the water begins to bubble on the rice, give it a good stir. Cover and cook on medium-low for 15 minutes. When the sauce begins to boil, add 2 tablespoons soy sauce, 2 teaspoons dark soy sauce. Turn down the heat to just under medium. Leave the sauce to simmer for about 25 minutes. When the chickpeas are done, take them out. After 15 minutes, turn the heat off on the rice and allow it to steam further for another 10 minutes. Stir that wonderful sauce occasionally. Carefully add in the roasted chickpeas. Give the pan a good stir. The sauce should have reduced and be rich and glossy. Fluff the rice with a fork or rice paddle, then plate into your favorite bowl. Serve the delicious chickpeas with the rice. Sprinkle over some toasted coconuts and peanuts, some fresh Thai basil, and some cool, buttery avocado. You can now serve up this rich and delicious meal with absolute confidence. Preheat the oven to 400. Three pieces of garlic, finely chopped. This recipe is fantastic for about 3 to 4 portions, but of course it depends on how hungry you are. Finely chop 1 onion. You can also use a couple shallots or a red onion if that's what you have on hand. Chop down 2 sticks of green onions.
This here is what I'm talking about. I have about 500 grams worth of mushrooms here, and this mushroom mix is really just chosen off of what I have access to, which luckily for me is quite a bit.
Roughly chop down the king oyster mushrooms. In this episode, I'm using about 135 grams of king oyster mushrooms. In this episode, I'm using about 165 grams of oyster mushrooms. Simply tear them down. I'm using about 100 grams of fresh shiitake mushrooms. The fresh shiitake mushrooms have a pretty soft stalk, so there's no need to remove it. Simply slice them down. Remove the end bit of 110 grams of seafood mushrooms and chop in half. Place the mushrooms into a large mixing bowl. Drizzle over a couple tablespoons of avocado oil. Mix to coat. Spread the mushrooms onto a baking tray lined with parchment paper. These mushrooms will add incredible umami and a very unique texture. Add some fresh cracked pepper to taste, then bake in the oven for about 30 minutes. While we wait, we can make the rice so it finishes around the same time. Rinse and drain 2 cups of rice 2 to 3 times to get rid of the excess starch. Saute pan, medium-high heat, 1 tablespoon avocado oil, onions and garlic. Saute for a few minutes.
This umami seasoning is something I made in the previous episode. Super easy to make, and I'll definitely leave a link in the description box below for you to check that out. Make it really easily at home.
2 teaspoons previously made umami powder. Give the pan a good stir. Carefully add in the rice. 2 cups of water. Give the pan a stir and turn the heat on high. When the water begins to bubble, turn the heat to medium-low. Give the pan a stir to prevent the rice from sticking to the bottom. Cover and cook for 15 minutes. Then turn off the heat and let it steam further for another 10 minutes. When the mushrooms are done, take them out of the oven and try not to snack on it too much. Make the sauce by combining 2 tablespoons soy sauce, 1 teaspoon dark soy sauce, 1 teaspoon yuzu or lemon juice, 1 teaspoon toasted sesame oil, and about 2 teaspoons of chili oil.
This is a delicious aromatic chili oil made in the previous episode, and of course I'll leave a link in the description box below for you to check this out. Make it really easily at home as well.
Add the green onions to the cooked rice. Add the mushrooms to the rice. Add in half the sauce first. Remember, you can always add more or you can't take away. Give the rice a good mix. The heat from the rice will wilt down the green onions, keeping its nice, crisp freshness. Plate the rice generously. You can now dig into this earthy mushroom rice with absolute confidence. Add 1 cup of jasmine rice to a small saucepan. Rinse and drain the rice 2 to 3 times to get rid of the excess starch. In this episode, I'm making enough for about 2 portions. Of course, you can multiply the recipe to make more. 1 cup water. Medium-high heat. When the water starts to bubble, give the rice a stir. Cover and cook on medium-low for 15 minutes. Three pieces of garlic, finely chopped. Small piece of ginger, finely chopped. The ginger will add a fresh aroma and a little bit of heat. One red onion, diced. You can also use white onions or shallots if that's what you have on hand. De-seed 1 Fresno pepper. Thinly slice the pepper. This particular pepper has a similar spicy level to a jalapeno. Dice 2 king oyster mushrooms into medium-sized cubes. You can also use shiitake mushrooms if you like, it'll be just as delicious. Three sticks of green onion, chopped. The green onions will add a delicious freshness and a beautiful bright green color. 1 400 ml can, black beans. Rinse and drain the beans and set aside. Sauté pan. Medium heat.
This is chili oil made in the previous episode. It'll add a little bit of a spicy kick as well as this incredible smoky aroma. I'll leave a link in the description box below for you to check this out. Make this really easily at home.
2 tablespoons of that spicy, smoky chili oil. Onions and pepper. Sauté for 5 to 6 minutes. Garlic and ginger. Sauté for a couple of minutes. Diced mushrooms. Sauté for a couple of minutes. Those mushrooms will absorb a lot of that delicious flavor. 2 tablespoons doubanjian.
The doubanjian is the sauce I use to make mapo tofu, one of my absolute favorites. It has that salty, spicy, crazy umami. It's sometimes called Sichuan-style broad bean sauce, and you should be able to find this at your Asian grocer or online.
After 15 minutes, turn the heat off on the rice and let it steam further for another 10 minutes. Black beans. 1 teaspoon soy sauce for that salty umami, and 1 teaspoon of dark soy sauce for a beautiful caramel color. One cup veggie stock. Make a slurry by combining 1 tablespoon of potato starch with a couple tablespoons of water. Pour the slurry into the pan and give it a stir. This will add a rich glossiness to the sauce. Add half of the green onions and give the pan a stir. Save the other half for garnish. Plate the rice with the beans or separately, it's completely up to you. plate the saucy black beans. Garnish with the remaining green onions and some toasted white sesame seeds. You can now enjoy this delicious rice and beans with absolute confidence.
This just looks and smells delicious. Oh my goodness, that is just an explosion of so many complex flavors. Amazing. Visually, it's rustic, it's got these beautiful earthy dark colors, as well as that pop of bright green color. The beans have this tender texture, which contrasts with the nice chewiness from the mushrooms and that crisp freshness from the green onions. That sauce is just packed with salty umami, that spiciness from the chili pepper and the chili oil that also adds that extraordinary smoky aroma. You can also taste that punch of garlic and that heat that comes from the fresh ginger. The red onions are so tender, and that sauce is just so thick and glossy. It goes so well with fresh, fluffy white rice. It's really quite extraordinary because that spicy heat is just immediately cooled down by that fresh green onion. The flavors and textures are really just quite sensational. If you can get your hands on this pickled lettuce, sounds absolutely bonkers, but it is so delicious and pairs amazingly well with this dish. These little guys have an extraordinary crunch to them. They have a bright, sweet, salty, and a little tangy flavor as well. So that sweetness will go so well with that little bit of spicy heat from the beans. And of course, it's optional, but absolutely recommended. Simple, delicious, absolutely amazing. This is one of those recipes you can make on a weeknight repeat for sure. If you love easy, delicious recipes like me, then definitely check out or pick up your copy of one of the 3 Young Man Cooking cookbooks. There is a print or digital version of these books. You can also check out the official Young Man Cooking ceramic ramen bowls or sushi masterclass, and along with other Young Man Cooking merch. I'll leave a link in the description box below, or you can visit youngmancooking.com. If you're not already subscribed with that notification bell clicked, definitely do so. I'll see you in the next episode.